Mark Ringo.
Mark Ringo, very nice to meet you. And Mark Ringo, just like father, like son, WITI, and then the Chicago Crime Lab, WMAQ. How you feel right now?
Really well. It was a great story, and I was really proud that we won that award. It was a lot of work putting that together.
So for a story that took so much hard work to put together, what's that mean?
Well, it means that there's a bit of a validation for all the work you put into it, because once you put a story together and it hits the air, it's gone. You're never going to see it again. There's no other comeback for that. But when you get recognized by your peers that was a good story and it kind of stood out from the other ones, it's a really good feeling.
Kind of talk about the story really quick for all the viewers that are watching right now.
Well, this is about the Chicago Crime Lab, and there's a crime lab in Chicago that kind of goes through all the evidence post-crime, after like trials or leading up to trial in order to solve a crime or to provide evidence for future crime research. And it's not a really well-known thing. It's kind of like the CSI of Chicago, and it's really, really a cool place. Great guys working there, hard-working, constantly at the job, seeing some of the most gruesome parts of Chicago, and they kind of have to decode a lot of the evidence that they find or what they suppose could be evidence. It's fascinating. It was a lot of fun to do. It was like all sorts of high-tech stuff. It was great.
That's awesome, Mark. Yeah, those shows are fascinating. They're really addictive, too, when you get into them, the crime shows, because you just, it starts, and you're like, oh, I want to see how it solves. I got to go to bed. No, I got to watch the end of it. So
yeah, and this was one of those things where you're like, oh, that's how they do that, and they actually do that in real life. That's really cool. And so to kind of capture that on video and tell a good story about it was the challenge to it, but it was a lot of fun. I worked with great people. Marion Brooks was told the story, and the editor was Rich Moy, excellent editor.
That's awesome. And so you're sitting out there in the beautiful ballroom. It looks amazing out there, first of all. You hear your name called to win this award. What first goes through your head?
Oh shit, that's the first thing. And then I try to remember all the names of everybody that I'm supposed to thank that I've worked with for so long. I'm like, oh yeah, and then that guy, and then her too, and then him over there. But it's like family at NBC. We've been there for so long, and there's so many great people that you want to thank so many people that you forget most of them, but you try to get that together in the 20 seconds that we have to say anything.
Well, how about this, Mark? All great people get a second chance. So for anybody that you may not have gotten a chance to say thank you to, who would you like to do that?
Deb Juarez. I totally blanked on her name. If you see this, Deb, I totally forgot your name. I was like, oh, it's Deb, Frank Whitaker, Randy King. 3 very, very, very important people that get a chance to not come out a whole lot, but don't get enough recognition, but they do right now. So.
That's awesome, Mark. Is there anything else that you want to add in about tonight?
It's just a great market to work in, and we all are so lucky to do the job that we do.
Excellent, Mark. Mark Ringo, Chicago Crime Lab, WMAQ. Congratulations on your Emmy, and hey, well job. Or I can't talk right now. You got me so.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome, Mark. Thank you so much. That was Mark Ringo.